Alright, we're back. Joking Duck Literature Club again. Number 3 or 4, I think. I don't know. Let's go, let's go. Okay, so Natsuki first, obviously, because, yes. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Oh yeah, and just to reiterate, I have seen a playthrough of the main story before, so, this stuff, unless there was something added to it, which I don't think there was, I do know what happens, but once we get through the main story, everything from there, all the side story, all the other stuff that's been added, I know nothing about. I'll be completely blind for that. So if it sounds like I'm a little bit, like, not overwhelmed or anything like that, it's, yeah, I've seen this kind of stuff before, but I hope it's still enjoyable for you. If you do want to see a playthrough of the main story completely blind, I recommend, like, Game Grumps or just other YouTubers, you know, because it might be a better experience for you. But side story, you can find it here when I get to it. And it's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Oh. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind for writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours is really bad. Oh, thank you. I mean, it was only like 20 words long and it made no sense, but I'd say she likes it, I guess. Apparently, somehow. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go like, ha, it was not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Ugh. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. Maybe both. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? So I can make fun of it for how bad it is? Ugh. Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. This will be kind of interesting, because I want to try and actually interpret what these mean. Okay, let's see here. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can... I'm not gonna read this in her voice. I need a break. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. Well, that's about it. Yeah, this is definitely different from a lot of poems I've read. To my knowledge, I think this is basically all about, like the idea of giving up. Because, like all these animals listed, right, they can do all these things, and people can try to do things, and then it's like, yeah, and then it just kind of flops at the end, like they gave up, you know? So, it's interesting. I like Natsuki's poems. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. Fine, I hate it. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, kinda. I don't know. Because the unfortunate thing is, I feel like if you handed that kind of poem in for like an assignment in English, you probably wouldn't get a very good mark. But like, it's a different kind of writing, you know. So I don't know. It's complicated, in my opinion, at least. I don't know. Maybe maybe there is something about it that would appeal to English teachers. I don't know. I'm not an English teacher. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing styles wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. True. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about symbol writing, is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. True. This is actually very true. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end to make it fall flat on purpose. Yeah, because, like, there's such, like, a limited amount of words in it that, like, the pattern and symbolism is so, like, very obvious. You're just reading it, and you see this exactly what's going on, but then when it flops, you can really tell. Like, it really impacts it, right? Even so, I don't think it's a kind of writing for everyone. I would assume, at least. I don't know. I like it. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yep, there you go. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Well, no, I kind of realized. That's what it means to be a pro. People can pro. I'm sorry, there's gonna be so many Game Grumps references in this. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Nice. That was nice. Ooh, who next? How about Monica? Hi, friend T. Having a good time so far? Yeah? Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Always listening. Okay. Interesting choice of words. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? No, that's definitely not why I'm here. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, friend T. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, friend T. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, she noticed. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Well, I mean... yeah. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. Also true. So, yeah, because they're all, like, reliant on understanding the meaning. Because, like, if you read her first poem and just took it at, like, face value, it might seem really dumb, right? Which, like, fair enough. That's understandable. I get that. But, I don't know. It's complicated. So I can see why it'll be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Yeah, actually, completely sure I'm going to be changing up this throughout the whole series. Interesting little prediction there. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Also true. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I mean, I don't know about that. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good at doubt. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Ooh, okay. A hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A real blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas? Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever to everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So I am less clear about what this means. Hold on. Couldn't have been me. Direction of the spackle protrudes. I think it might mean something along the lines of like maybe like the way you're looking at things? Like an awkward situation that's like right there in front of you, but you can't deal with it properly? Or maybe like perspective? I don't know. I'm really reaching out here. I'm not sure. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Yeah, I honestly don't really know what it's talking about. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback, especially when I have no idea what you wrote about. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems will be putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I have no idea. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Okay. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Oh. Okay. That's a strange way to put it. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. This is true. This is... well, actually... yeah, kinda. Yeah, I think it depends. This could definitely be accurate when it comes to, like, writing, because you can always just go back and edit it. Yeah. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. I mean, that's true, yeah. So you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sure. Okay then. Who should I show my poem to next? Jeez, she was weird. How about Sayori? We'll leave Yuri for last. This is a good poem, friend T. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, fair enough. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, friend T. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Maybe. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Definitely not. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear Sun. Off to a good start. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I've always liked this poem. It's nice. As for what it means, Yeah, I think it's a lot simpler, or at least to me, than I think you might think it would be. I think it is quite literally just the idea of like just the sunshine, how it's like helps her get through the day. This is an interesting line. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. Huh. I'm not quite sure what this means, but I don't know. It's a nice poem. It's sweet. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself, considering how terrible your poem was. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast, this is true. Healthy habits over school, always. Or, well, yeah, just staying healthy, always. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah? Okay. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, and... Ooh, who should we share a poem with? We'll try Yuri, I think. That might be the next best choice. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? Well, that makes sense, because it was really bad. And I guess that I might be after reading through it. Oh, okay, yep. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. It's not your fault that your poem was terrible. There are just so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and ruling them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes up with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Okay. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Good point. Ooh, boy. It's small writing. Ghost Under the Light. I need to lean in closer for this. I suck at reading cursive, oh no. I can't. What does that word say? The tendrils? Tendrils? Is that what that says? Someone let me know in the comments if you know what that word is. I can't quite tell. Of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. This means something. Last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. Must be this one. I'm not even gonna guess. I think I might just give up on interpreting these. I can't. my brain too small. I'm gonna sit here for like 10 minutes trying to figure it out. I'm sorry I've touched such terrible handwriting. It's good. It's just really small. And this is on like a small window on my computer. It's hard for me to read. I have to get real close. But what? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, she noticed. Uh-oh. Well, I just don't read script very often. Nice to think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Whatever it meant, even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Uh-oh. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Uh-oh. I already had so much trouble digesting that one. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, friend T. Really? Well, off to a good start, because I completely missed the point. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but I took forever. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Oh, okay. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. Yeah, no kidding. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. And what did they change to, you may be wondering? We'll find out next time! Ooh, alright. I think that was pretty good. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm definitely enjoying this so far. Comment if you have something you want to say or something. I don't know. I can't do outros. Join the Discord, and yeah. Bye-bye.